Listen, I firmly believe that if he heard this, he would immediately jump on it. He would go crazy on it because it sounds super dark and it got bounce to it. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. You already know who it is. And today, man, I got a fire beat that I want to play you guys. And I feel like, listen, if Lil Baby got on this shit would go off. I'm not even gonna cap with you. This shit would go off. So I'm gonna give you guys a couple gems along the way and, you know, show you guys some cool stuff as well. Something that you guys can apply to your production and, you know, it'll make it sound crazier. There's nobody scared about leaking sauce or anything like that. We all use the same things. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, you know, let me know what else you guys want to see and I will make it happen. All right, so this is what the beat sounds like. I fully believe that if he heard this, he would go crazy on it because it's like orchestra and it's like dark sounding too. And it has that kind of bop and rhythm to it. Listen, I firmly believe that if he heard this, he would immediately jump on it. He would go crazy on it because it sounds super dark and it got bounce to it. Let me play you guys the new tag too, because it makes it sound even crazier. Let me just play this part without the 808.
Art, that sounds crazy.
That tag is super fire, and if I have a crazy drop with it like this, it'll go stupid live. That's a new tag. I've really been thinking for a long time, like, what kind of tag can I use for like a crazy drop, and I think I found the right one. So it all starts with this loop. Now I know a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but some people have kind of been saying like, yo, you use a lot of loops, you know, for the videos, we want to see you make melodies from scratch. And I am gonna do that. I just been wanting to like knock out a ton of videos. All right, so this all starts from this one loop. It sounds real orchestra like. Immediately after I heard the sample, I was like, this reminds me of some like dark orchestra coliseum type of shit. And I already knew like what kind of drums I wanted to add, so it was pretty much like a 5 to 10 minute beat. It's some real fast. So I only used like one part out of it and just kept repeating it. And if you listen over here, it's just the same thing, just pitched down. I actually don't remember whose sample this is, only for the simple fact that I made this in my old laptop, so my previous files and some of my other sample packs aren't in here. But I know it's in my email and this guy sent me his kit. If you guys want a tutorial on making like these style of melodies or just like orchestra type of stuff, let me know down in the comments. If you guys are looking for like these type of samples, just type in like Coliseum samples or like Gladiator soundtrack, you know, some shit like that. So when it comes to the effects, EQ, reverb, another EQ, kickstart just to give it that pumping feel, and then I have halftime. I only have halftime on here with the mix real low and then the mix real low over here in the actual plugin, and then I kind of automated it. When you hear it without it, this is what it sounds like. But when you hear it with it, it kind of gives it this like choir effect. I don't know if I'm tweaking, but you know, it just makes it sound like somebody's in the back, like a choir's in the back doing like some dark chants because it's pitched up and it's halftime. And then when I bring this in, I don't know, it just sounded a lot bigger to me. Pause. Now that was probably the most difficult part. The easiest part is the drums. The drums, you don't have to overthink it, and I know by just looking at the project, you might think, oh, you should add a ton of this, a ton of that. It doesn't really need all that. Now mind you, all of these drums could be found in like any random Southside kit you'll find on Google. So this started with the hi-hats with just a little bit of effect tricks on it. This hi-hat MIDI actually came from my Locations MIDI pack. You know, if you haven't copped it, definitely go cop. One thing I can show you guys with this hi-hat MIDI is, this is essentially the same as this. But the only thing is there's like some minor differences. And one thing I like to do is more towards the end when it's about to loop back over, I like to mess with the velocity just a little bit, as you can see right here, right? Over here too. I mess with the velocity just a little bit. One of the reasons why I do that is because I like repetition. The world likes repetition. I'm pretty sure you like repetition when you hear a very catchy song. And when you hear something that's about to be the same, if you change the velocity just a little bit and then you loop it over, it's gonna kind of trick the human ear into thinking like, oh shit, it's like going down and then it comes back up. It's just little things that I do to kind of like, you know, trick the human ear. Regular clap and snare. Nothing crazy, nothing just like wild about that. That regular kick. Now I know it might sound a little weird because it's spaced out, but here's the thing. It only hits with the 808 in certain parts because I want those parts to kind of be emphasized within the bounce. So when you hear this 808, and then you hear that kick, to me, doing that with the kicks just makes it kind of give a whole bounce, because when you think the 808 is gonna play, a kick plays, and then when you think a kick is gonna come in, an 808 plays. So it kind of just bounces off of both. The real star of the show is the 808. This is really it, and honestly, it's a pretty simple pattern. If you want to learn how to do stuff like this, if you wanted to know like those little rolls, like all you got to do is just kind of just treat them like hi-hats. Just do a little chop and adjust. That's pretty much it. Key. This is key. Where I place the rolls is actually the most important thing that can make or break. If I'm hearing the bounce and then say the roll is over here, right? Let's do this right here and then this right here. It doesn't sound very good, but if I create that space over here, then repeat the first part, but then the second part, it gets like real busy, then, you know, it'll make it sound even crazier. So that way, in this part, when this loops over, it's like, oh shit, like, it's just all human psychology, my nigga. Like, that's all what it is. So when you hear this, you think it's a lot crazier than what it is, but it's just a couple little rolls and an additional note that you've already heard. And for those that want to know, all I did was just I didn't even use the fast distorter. That's crazy, it's off. I didn't mix this because I really like the gritty sound, and all the sounds are like, they're leveled already. They're not in the mixer, pretty much. All I did was just kind of level it here. I want to use my ears more than my eyes. So, you know, I trust my ears more than that. And, you know, it works. Don't feel like you need to go by like this dB or this guy has this 808 here. It's like, it's all context based. And for everybody that wants to see my master, I don't know why that's important, but, you know, it's pretty much it. There's really nothing else that I can emphasize here outside of structure. I mean, it's pretty basic structure, honestly. Like I said, I'm only following like what's on like Rap Caviar and shit like that. But I'm gonna play this beat out. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what else you guys want to see and what you guys want to know, whether it be like just anything, honestly. So yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you guys next time.